If you watched the last video, you'll have seen that I somewhat unwisely tried to age a bottle of Robinson's Old Tom for about 3 years, and without giving too much away, it did not survive the process. So I'm a little more optimistic about this today. I have not had this hanging around in my fridge for 3 years. I bought this, and I'm excited because it's almost a checklist of all the things that I like. So it's called Honey Laku, and it is by Põhjala. I'm definitely not getting that name right. It's part of their Cellar series, an Imperial Porter brewed with heather honey, licorice root, and blackcurrants. And it's then aged in Pedro Ximenez and Bourbon barrels. I love blackcurrant, I love licorice, I love honey, I love sherry, and I love whiskey. Oh, how am I going to get into this actually? Because the wax is sort of in the way. I hadn't thought of. Oh no. Hold on. And we're good. There's some wax in my hair, excuse me. Oh, it's thick. Extremely dark. We've had this conversation before. Dark beers are dark. Woo. There is so much going on. Processing. Yes. That's all I have to say. Yes. There are aromas, and they are yes. Okay. Let's do this thing. I'm still sort of processing the epiphany that I just had. The licorice is what sticks around, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. I love licorice all sorts. So if you're one of the normal people that doesn't like licorice, I totally get that most people don't like licorice, and I totally get why most people don't like licorice. I'm weird. I get that. The licorice is almost constant, and it lingers long after everything else is gone. The honey sweetens it up a bit, but there's not much of a flavour of honey, if you like. It's not like a honey beer. You know, sometimes you get honey beers and they are whack you in the face, really super sweet, and it's the only thing you can flip. It's not that. It's there to work with everything else. It's not really a star player in its own right. The PX does come through, but it's subtle, and it's working together with the blackcurrant. It's not massively sweet. That's the bizarre thing. There's honey and PX in that, but it's not really all that sweet. The licorice does a really good job at kind of balancing that flavour out. It's complex, man. It's deep and brooding, and it reads The Guardian. There is orange wax on the wall. Jesus Christ, how did that happen? This beer is dangerous to my interior decor, but also to me, because it is 10.5%. It's not massively sweet, it's not massively hoppy, there's no real malt influence. What you get is the flavours that have been brought into it, kind of using the beer as a stage almost to put on a performance, and it's something special. It's something else. Would you like to help me redecorate my flat? There are links to my Patreon. No, I'm not using it for that. That's frivolous. I started up a Patreon recently, and the reason is I buy everything that I review. I don't get handouts, I don't get sponsorships or anything like that. And it would be nice, basically, to have some of that financial pressure alleviated. I get that we're in crap times right now, and people are in a much worse situation than me. If you are in that situation, don't give me money. Don't do that. Moving on from one segment to another, it's time for the Japanese Kit Kat segment, I suppose. I don't know what else to call this. What shall we do today? I think the only correct answer is to do this one. This is just a dark chocolate Kit Kat, so we can get this kind of out the way quite quickly, because we'll kind of know what that's going to be like. There we go. It's a little Kit Kat covered in dark chocolate. It smells like dark chocolate. It smells like, like Black Magic, the chocolate boxes. That kind of dark chocolate. It's nice. It's actually very sweet. Like, very sweet. It's not high cocoa dark chocolate. It's slightly cheaper, nasty dark chocolate, which, to be honest, I quite like anyway, so I don't care. Yeah, it's lovely. This beer is excellent. Oh, I never did a rating. How many blackcurrants out of 5 would I give it? It's the best I can do on short notice. It's a 5. Easily a 5. It's not for everyone. It's absolutely not for everyone. But if you like what it is telling you very plainly is in it, buy it. You'll have a great time. Well, you will have a great time because it's very strong. I'm going to be nursing this for several hours now. But yeah. Amazing. And I like dark chocolate. Thumb the video if you've enjoyed this, and leave me a comment down below. Have you ever tried aging beers? Did it go well for you? Or even better, does this sound good to you? Or do you like dark chocolate? There we go, plenty to be getting on with. If you're new here as well, excuse me, consider subscribing because we have fun here. Just looking at what I'm surrounded by now, but there's Kit Kats, there's beer, my wall is ruined.